Yeah, no, obviously, really happy to be back. Probably one of the longest summer breaks I've had, in the last 3 or 4 years. I've been used to just having, 3 or 4 weeks, so to get over 5 weeks holiday was obviously nice. And yeah, just very happy, now to be back, to get a full pre-season under my belt, and obviously, as you can see, there's not too many of the first team guys here at the moment, so hopefully, I can just be here now and get as fit as possible heading into the new season.
How difficult has it been? Because the disappointment with England, to the point where you could put it off and turn on its head and look forward?
No, not really, because it's everywhere. When I'll be honest, it was probably football-wise the most difficult thing I've ever had to deal with in terms of my own career. I was absolutely heartbroken, and then obviously when you're on your holidays, whether wherever I was, every time you turn on the phone or turn on the TV or whatever, you just see it. So it was hard to not to see, really. But for myself now moving forward, I have to just try and use that as motivation going into this season, and try and have the same mentality as I had 2 years ago in my first season at City. I don't think I performed as well as I could have, and then in the second season, I played, in a lot of the games, and that was down to, the first season that I had. I wanted to come back stronger, and I certainly did that. So hopefully, I can do that again now.
TNT.
Hi. I'm sorry to insist on that sore moment, but can you understand why you weren't named for the squad, and can you use those reasons to try to make a better season?
No, not really, because obviously, myself, I felt like I should have been in the squad. I'm sure, every person that didn't get picked in the squad, whether that's myself or any of the other players, would have thought the same. If I sit here and say that I don't feel like I should have been in the squad, you're going to be thinking, what's this guy's like, what's he thinking? So, of course, I thought I should have been in the squad. I felt like, I offer something different to players in the England squad. But listen, it is what it is. Like I said, it was, the hardest moment for me as a footballer. I've had a lot of ups and downs in my career, but yeah, it was difficult. But like I said, I'm going to try and use that as motivation now going forward into this season, and hopefully I can, prove some people wrong.
Jack, over here. How excited are you and the team to be playing Barcelona here in Florida tomorrow night in front of all the fans here tonight?
Yeah, no, I can't wait. To play against Barcelona, one of the biggest clubs in the world, so they have, great history. They have top players and, a top manager. So for us, that's what we want to do. You want to come to the beautiful places, like this, and play against the best teams. Even playing AC Milan the other night, it was incredible. Again, another brilliant club with great history. So that's what we want to do. You want to play in these games, whether it be a friendly or not.
Hi, Jack. Have you had any conversations with Pep towards the end of last season, this summer, just about how to bounce back and move forward? Because I know he's been good to you in the past with support and things like that.
Yeah, of course. I always speak to him. Obviously, I'm not going to go into too much detail, about what we speak about, because that's between me and him. But yeah, he's been so good for me in the 3 years that I've been at this club. He always offers me good advice, and there's not really many better people to take advice from. Pep's, is a master in this game, so to take advice from him, is something that I always listen to. And yeah, listen, I'm not stupid. I know what what it takes for myself, you know, to bounce back this season. And I know, you know, how good of a player I am. I just need to, you know, just regain, you know, my fitness and my form, and then, listen, I know what I can do personally then.
How do you think you've developed as a player since you joined City?
A little bit. Obviously, I've changed, you know, from the way I was at Aston Villa. At Villa, you know, I had more freedom, and you know, you come to a club like this, you know, you're playing with world class players. I have to be careful what I'm saying, because sometimes my words get twisted. I'm not saying I didn't play with brilliant players at Villa. I did, you know, I had a brilliant manager there, but it's different because, you know, I feel like I had a lot more of the ball, for example, like me personally. Whereas here, you know, you have so many world-class players, you know, so you probably don't touch the ball, you know, as much. But I don't know. I'll let you guys decide how you think I've developed as a player. It's a difficult question for me.
Yeah. Hi, Jack. At the end of last season with City, you know, City obviously won a fourth straight title, but you didn't play much in those last few weeks. How was that for you? Was it sort of bittersweet, maybe?
Yeah, obviously, you know, it was a little bit difficult because I did have in the back of my mind that, you know, I need to be playing to get into the England team. A lot of players, you know, that were in my positions on the wings in the England team, you know, had really good seasons, you know, with their clubs. Whereas, yeah, I weren't really playing as much. So in the back of my mind, I did think that I need to be playing, you know, to try and definitely be in the England squad. But even, you know, when I went there, I got obviously asked to come back, you know, early to go into the England camp, and then obviously I come on in the friendly, you know, and done well and stuff. So I did think that, yeah, I was going to go. But it's no bittersweet feeling towards the end of the season. The way City done, all I wanted to do was win another league title, you know, whether I, obviously, listen, of course I wanted to play, but if you would have said to me, you're going to play and you might not win, or you're not going to play and you definitely win, then listen, I want to win, you know what I mean, whatever's best for the team and to myself, you know, to win another Premier League. Yeah, it was just a dream come true.
Did you watch much of the Euros, or did you have to sort of shut yourself off?
I watched. Yeah, no, I did watch it, but yeah, it's obviously difficult, you know, to watch. Obviously, because me personally, you know, I was so desperate to be there, and it was, yeah, obviously very difficult. Yeah.
You saying before, you know, what it takes to bounce back next year. What does that look like for you? What will it take for you?
I know it's easy to say, but I feel like me personally, the same with a lot of people, you know, I feel like I'm best when I'm playing with confidence and playing regularly. When I'm at full fitness, you know, like I was at the end, well, in the second half of the season where we won the treble, you know, I felt so fit. I felt like I could just play, you know, every 2-3 days, and which I was really. You know, for the second half of that season, I played so many games, and yeah, just to be playing with that confidence, and you know, that team that we were playing in, it was just a dream for me to play in it. So this is my chance, you know, to get my fitness and, you know, to have a 2-week head start, you know, and try and be as fit as possible and playing with confidence. I feel like, you know, that's what I need, and you know, fingers crossed I can do that now.
Is there anything that you personally felt you weren't doing last year on the back of the treble, or do you think it was just circumstantial that maybe you got a couple of injuries? Was that the main problem, or do you think you could have done more yourself?
I'm not going to sit here, you know, and just make excuses. I feel like I still had, you know, some good games last season in certain points. But yeah, obviously, you know, I had my dead leg at the start of the season, which I know you're probably thinking dead leg, but it was the worst dead leg ever. You know, which kept me out, you know, for 4 or 5 weeks, and then I had my groin injury twice, which was difficult. But I also had, you know, not a lot, but some stuff that happened, you know, off the field. Sometimes, you know, people from the outside don't see. They just think that we just play football and we're these robots, but you know, we do have a life off the field as well, and sometimes, you know, it's difficult to deal with that, you know. So yeah, I had some stuff, you know, off the field as well, which was difficult at times. But listen, I think it's down to me at the end of the day. You know, I need to train well and prepare well, and then I know that I'll be at my best.